I am definitely drinking this wine too young. We're about to taste 3 wines from Paso Robles. While I taste these wines, we'll try to figure out what's going on inside the glass with the grape varieties, the winemaking, and the terroir. And if you love what we're doing at Wine Folly, definitely subscribe to the newsletter for your adventure into wine. Now this is Tablas Creek. So this winery started in 1989. It was a partnership between a wine importer and a French wine family. That French wine family was from the Southern Rhone Valley. In fact, they're from Châteauneuf-du-Pape. And through this partnership, they imported French grapevines into America. But they didn't stop just there. They started a vine nursery and propagated these grape varieties and then sold them to other wineries throughout America. I have 3 wines in front of me right here that represent some of the finest wines that Tablas Creek makes, and we are going to taste them. This is Tablas Creek's flagship white wine, and it's made after a Southern Rhone style white blend, which would be Roussanne, Grenache Blanc, Picpoul, and Picardin. If you love a bolder white wine like a Chardonnay, these grape varieties are actually an amazing alternative as a blend. So let's find out. Taking a look at this wine, that is a medium yellow color. Smells like macerated white peach, a little cantaloupe, the subtle note of thyme, a whiff of chalk, and a little bit of white pepper. This wine I had to taste 2 times just so I could get all the flavors. It comes through with this really rich, sort of waxy taste profile. There's not a lot of butter and vanilla in this wine, so I suspect if they're using oak at all in the winemaking, it's neutral oak. And I think this wine, as it ages, will start to exhibit more nutty, sort of hazelnut-like aromas with a little bit of thyme. This is the Tablas Creek single variety Cinsault from 2020 vintage. The first vintage this winery became officially regenerative organic certified. Taking a look at the color, wow, it is like a pale purple color. On the nose, hibiscus, raspberry, rosehip. There's that subtle thyme or eucalyptus note, macerated plum character. Let's give it a taste. Whoa, on the palate, this, despite all the fruit that I just tasted in this wine, is actually pretty savory. To me, this is a food pairing wine. It's definitely something that I would want to serve a little bit chilled and drink within a few vintages of when it was released. This is the Espritatables Rouge. It's a blend of Mourvedre, Syrah, Grenache, and Counoise, and it is modeled after a Southern Rhone Châteauneuf-du-Pape blend. Taking a look at the color, this wine looks youthful, still with a medium purple color. It smells like raspberries, a little bit of thyme, macerated strawberries, this whiff of rose hips, and almost like a wild sagebrush characteristic. Let's give it a taste. It comes in with these subtle fruit flavors. Yes, we've got raspberries there, and then goes into this sort of minerally textured, chalky-like mid-palate and finishes on this long, tingling, smooth, slightly acidic finish with these notes of rose hips and sweet raspberries. I think this wine is so interesting because coming from Paso Robles, I taste a lot of wines from that region, and they are just huge. And this wine is remarkably subtle. I think this wine has some legs on it, and perhaps over time will develop a little bit more meatiness. But right now it's exhibiting all fruit and flowers and herbs, which is really fascinating. It's surprising to see these wines so affordable. This one I found for $50 on Wines. You can buy these for $35, and this is well under $100 at $60 a bottle for their most prestigious wine. And to me, these wines are elegant wines, which is an indicator that they're going to be age-worthy. The collector in me wants to be like, yeah, I'm gonna start buying some of this and see how it ages over a period of time. I think it's one of those wines that we're gonna look back on and be like, wow, they knew what they were doing down there. So I hope you enjoyed our Unpacked today, learning about the wines of Paso Robles and this winery, Tablas Creek. If you like what we're doing at Wine Folly, check out the newsletter. It's your guide to the world of wine. And until next time, happy tasting.